Morning, my people. Top of the top. It is Sunday, August 17th, and I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, because with him all things is possible. Peace and blessings to all my people this morning. Um, Anybody traveling, please, everybody get to where they're going safe. No matter where it is that you're going, arrive there safe. Be aware of your surroundings. Move expeditiously. I hope everybody's feeling blessed, appreciated, and thankful for seeing another day, and with knowing with him all things is possible. Happy Sunday, my good people. I know y'all probably not expected to see me on a Sunday morning, but I'm here, right? Fresh off the No Duck Zone third year annual barbecue. Which yesterday it was amazing. We're going to get into that and how that went, and I want to give a shout out to a lot of people yesterday um, who attended the event. So I'm going to give a lot of shout outs to people. I won't be talking no boxing, so I don't want to hear anything about it. This is strictly for my barbecue. So let's get into it. So for my newcomers, regulars, everyone, welcome to the No Duck Zone podcast. Let's go. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Yes, sir. I'm at 6:30, y'all. And let me get about 30 more subscribers, man. Help me get up there, y'all. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people out here selling their soul or doing crazy stuff for subscribers. You know me, I'm just gonna stay me. You know what I mean? Y'all know me, I'm gonna stay me, and I'm not doing no extra shit for no subscribers. John, what's up? Good morning, brother. Appreciate that. So yesterday, whenever whenever this annual barbecue come up, I always tend to get a little chippy. Um, my attitude seems to go at an all-time high. Um, I seem to do a lot of worrying and being concerned, but that's only because you want things to go right, and you don't want it where nothing's going right. And I had different plans for this year, for my third year, and fortunately, I could have added a little more to it, but it's all good. I was still able to be successful and get through it. And if it wasn't for me having the team that I have, I probably wouldn't have got through. If I didn't have my wife, Coco Tina, what's up? If I didn't have my wife and my homegirl there for these last 3 years helping me with this, I've gave them pure hell. I've gave them attitude. I've screamed at them. Yes, I know I've done it, and I'm not bragging about it. I've been Mr. Meanie. Um, that's only because I want things done a certain way. I need it done on time, and I always want my people that I'm doing it for to be comfortable. Um, I'm the type of person when I do cookouts, they have to be on time. Some people don't know how to do cookouts. Everybody want to do cookouts, and then here it is, the cookout don't get started till 3 hours later after you done been sitting there waiting to eat, and that's something that I never believed in. This is why I don't like doing events or cookouts with everybody, because some people don't know how to do it. It happens with Yeah, yeah, Coco Tina. Some people will call it mean, but I'm passionate about it. And I've never host nothing. I've never host nothing a day of my life. So for this to be my third year doing it, but I can't say I got it done by myself. I didn't. I had some of the most amazing people, which is my wife and my friend. Shout out to my girl Eb, who have came through, and they had put in work. And yes, I gave them pure hell. Like you said, Coco Tina, it's not being mean. It's being passionate. When you're passionate about something, and you take it serious, there's going to be probably a little mean side to you, but it's not really you being mean. But they're going to look at it as you being mean, but it's not. It's like you said, it's passionate. This is my brand, and it has to go right. Some people don't care if they go right. Some people just care about people showing up, and that's it. And I'm not that. Like I said, it's not a regular barbecue. It's a celebration. It's networking. That's why. Why do you think the only way you can get there is if you have an invite? If you don't have an invite, you can't just come up. But that's either here and there. But yesterday was amazing. Shouts to everybody who came through. Jeff Spark, BC, Thomas, Smoke with Me TV, Tay Tay. Um, who else am I forgetting? My man Rod Millie out of Harlem House of Champions, and his lady, Smoke and his wife. Um, everybody, man, it was beautiful. I love all you guys because a lot of you guys went out your way. You know what I mean? And it was overwhelming to see a lot of y'all when I walked into that park because there was times I had to walk off, and it was overwhelming to see a lot of y'all, man. And it was a beautiful thing for me because I was so focused on trying to make it perfect because I knew this is the third one. It's not the final one, but it was going to be the final one where we've been at. So I did it there for 3 years, and I'm like, okay, it's time to maybe expand, move on. The 3 years I've done it at the place I did it at was a low key spot, but it's kind of annoying in some ways when it comes to parking. So I have to put my people in a place where they're parking, they're not being disturbed. But yeah, so shout outs, and I don't think I forgot anybody. So, oh, my brother, my mentor. If I have a male best friend, if I have somebody I call a brother, in real life, he's my brother-in-law, my man Omar Branch. Friends of fathers has been my best friend probably for what, 16, 17 years now. But a little less than that, maybe 14, 15 years. It's been my dude. Uh, and I gotta thank him, man, because he always come through. Shouts to him, shouts to my friends and fathers family, man. But next year, y'all, we're gonna get the ball rolling next year. And this year was supposed to have been a year because the third time should have been a charm. A lot of it was my fault, but I'm glad I didn't go all out. You know what I mean? Because the right amount of people that was there, and it was a beautiful thing. Smash that like button, y'all. Smash that like button. But very interesting. We got the shirts. You know what I mean? Like I said, a lot of you guys, you see the book bags, you see the shirts, the sweaters. So we're gonna try to, like I said, this year I messed it up, but next year we're gonna try to have all of that. Well, not try to have all of that. We will have all of that. Try is not a word we're gonna use anymore. Try is a word for suckers. We're not trying to do. When you want something, you want to go for it, then there's no trying. You're either gonna go for it or you're not. We can't use try anymore. So, BBO, what up? Nah, he didn't steal the grill. Puerto Rican time he came through. He was a blessing. BC, Jeff Spark, Tay Tay, my man Rod Millie. Um, the family came out. Smoke with me, TV. The family came out for you, boy. And I love every single last one of them, man. For Smoke, BC, and Tommy and Jeff Spark was their second year coming. They all came last year. My man D Free, man, I'm expecting to see him next year. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing D Free next year. BBO, I want to see you next year. I'd like to see Prize Fighter next year, but it's gonna be kind of hard for some of you guys because a lot of times y'all kids go back to school in August. So by the time I do my event, for some people it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard for some people to make it, and I understand that because in New York they go back to school in September, and then other places out of town they go back in October, which I understand. I can't ask somebody to, hey, your child can wait to go to school, come to my cookout. I can't do that. But I'm hoping to see a lot of you guys for next year. Um, for the ones who's looking forward to coming, that want to come. Um, I'm gonna take care of you guys. I'm gonna take care of y'all. Um, I want to apologize to anybody yesterday who were trying to call me, and it's my fault, and I'm gonna keep saying it because it is. With my phone, a lot of y'all probably were trying to hit my line. They couldn't get to me because my I use all my data on my phone. So, but shout outs to y'all because y'all still found your way there. So love y'all for that. But I'll promise you guys this. I promise you this. And I don't like promising anybody this. I promise you this that it'll be much better as far as the connections and all that with y'all calling me. I have a number that y'all all familiar with. I called y'all from a number that I had to use as a backup. But anybody who has my 347 that starts with that, keep it. It's still an active number. It's just I had to get a new phone. So I actually have my new phone with my number, the same number. So don't worry about it, y'all. It won't be no. I promise y'all, we ain't gonna have no issues. But I was on the grill, y'all. Last year I didn't work the grill like that, and my man BC helped me out on the grill too. He helped me out on the grill, but this year was the first time I was able to actually get on the grill and do something. Last year, like I said, I didn't work the grill like that. I did it a little bit, but I was actually able to get on, and it felt good to see me get on there and do it, man. Um, I was proud of myself. I was proud of the moment. I was proud of the people that was around me. I was just filled with joy, man. Got to get the pictures with the ladies though. The ladies is what I forgot to get. I got the ladies last year. I didn't get you ladies this year, but it's all good. We'll get you ladies next. We're gonna set you ladies up right next year. We're gonna make sure everybody has an NDZ shirt. Set you up nice next year, man. But for the most part, I left feeling good. My brother Omar Branch made sure me and my wife, we got home safe, which made it a little easier for us because we was doing a lot of traveling. Let me tell you, my traveling going there alone, I got up yesterday, y'all, about close to 5 o'clock in the morning, did what I needed to do, got dressed, went out the door, Had to get on the train. Let me tell you something. You have to travel in New York City and you're not traveling empty-handed. It kind of makes your travel a little more hard. And I'm traveling with a shopping cart going up and down the steps. Man, let me tell you something. For a guy that don't work out, I'm in tip-top shape, but I know I need to get back to the gym. Because there was parts of me that was like, oh God, you're not gonna make it. But by the grace of God, I was able to make it. I was able to make it, man. And my Lord and Savior made that possible because there was a time where I was just wanted to turn back around and say, I'm not doing this shit, man. This is crazy. But you can't do that when you put something together. Um, you just can't do that. People are dependent on you. So that's pretty much what happened, with me. Even just going to the park, I was like, oh God, I won't go home. Y'all see me, I was sweating like a slave. When I mean I was sweating and I was mad because I just had me a shower. So to have a shower and to sweat like that, yeah, that was a lot. It was a lot. It was just too much going on for me where I was just like, yo, I'm about to go home. But for the most part, time of my life, y'all. Time of my life. I got to be able to tell my people that I love them. I got to be able to hug everybody. Um, hey man, next year we back at it. When I mean we're back at it next year, we're back at it. Um, I got to be fully responsible for how this event goes. Um, and when I mean fully responsible, when you expect things to go a certain way, you have to put in the work. And even though you look for people around you to help you, you still you still are that person who has to make sure everything goes the way it's supposed to go. So if something just so happened to not go the way you want it to go, just remember you have to look at you and say, okay, something didn't go right. Is it because of other people or is it because of something that I didn't do? Because it becomes okay, I didn't do this. I didn't do that. My phone wasn't working and it should have been. I should have had it fixed for a day like this. My last 2 years, my phone been working, and then now this year, I'm like, here to go. The day that didn't work, I said, the damn devil, here he go. I get to the park to do a live, it was fine. All of a sudden, here come the data don't work. And but even with that not working, you guys were able to still find your way to me, especially for the people that this was their first year. And I love y'all for that. That's something that I will never forget. And you guys made me think about a lot yesterday. I got a chance to sit back and think about a lot as I was talking to some of you, as I was on the grill, as I was even walking to the store. I had some things to think about. Sometimes your mind be all over the place. And when you get time to think, you go, hmm, okay, so now I know what I need to do. And that's what happened with me yesterday. I took a moment and I'm like, okay, um, I know what I need to do and I know what I don't need to do. Um, and you need that sometimes because sometimes reality, sometimes reality kicks in. For me, reality had kicked in. You know what I mean? And gave me a lot to think about. But for these times that I've been doing it, like I said, it's been an honor and pleasure. It's been um, it's been worth it. These 3 years have been amazing. It's been super amazing doing this. Um, and every year, every year you want to step it up. You want to step it up every year, right? You want to try to do your best. Tay Tay, my long island sister. Tay Tay, appreciate you yesterday too, sis. Appreciate you. Appreciate you yesterday. So you want to do your best at these events, and you get overwhelmed, and there is a such thing as getting overwhelmed. And I think every time, when it's time for me to do this, telling y'all about my event and my barbecue is the easy part. Telling you about it is easy, right? This is just words. Doing it or preparing for it is the hardest part. Yeah, appreciate you, Tay. We appreciate how far you came. You came a long way. Shouts to everybody who popped up, man. Like I said, but when you announce it, that's the easy part. Doing it, it's like, oh shit, it becomes overwhelming because you're trying to find yourself doing a lot of stuff. You want to please people. You want people to be able to be like, yo, that was dope yesterday, because certain people would be like, yeah, the barbecue was I wasn't a lot of people there, which I don't ever look to see that. I worry about the people who show up, and whoever show up is the people that I focus on, that I put my attention on, and I thank them. Um, so that's what I focus on. But I think when you're planning stuff and you're preparing to do stuff, you got to get more. You can't do everything by yourself, right? So you have to get more people to participate in it, but not just getting people to participate, people who are actually going to be helpful. So I got to get some muscle in behind what I do. Um, and it's cool that I went and did the way, but I want my wife. I actually want my wife and my good friend to take off next year, which means be there, but not having to do so much. Um, like I said, for the last 3 events, they have got up in the morning and cooked, prepared food, and sometimes don't get to the park till 12, 1 o'clock. Um, so I want my girls to be able to relax next year. I want me to be able to relax next year, as far as mindset, and not feel like I have to be all over the place. Because sometimes when you want things done a certain way, you want it done right, and it doesn't happen that way, you kind of get disappointed because you want something done a certain way. And when it doesn't get done a certain way, it's a problem. Um, and it's cool because, every year a cookout is supposed to get better and better. Um, they're not supposed to stay the same. To me, the third one was a charm because who was supposed to be there was there. The food was on point. The atmosphere was on point, and everybody bonded. You know what I'm saying? First time is meeting. I got to introduce my man Rod Millie, one of the baddest amateur fighters in the city. I got to introduce him to all the brothers who got channels, or even if they don't, just so they know who he is. That's what we do. We network. That's why it's important to have a meet and greet. It's important to have an annual barbecue. It's important to do stuff like that. Now here it is. I just completed my third one. Get ready to work on my fourth one with you guys. I'll be moving a little different with the fourth one. So with the fourth one, I'm gonna move really different with it. That's all I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna move a lot different than what I did with this third one. I'm moving real different with the fourth one. You're going to see a whole different how I move with it. So just be aware. Be aware. But it's going to be exciting. The fourth one. Um, we'll definitely be in a different location. I'll make sure parking is on point for you guys with cars. Because a lot of people who come with cars, at this other one, it would have been hard for y'all to park. So we're gonna make it where you guys can be able to, not have that issue. And another thing is when you're trying to do something, just remember that you can't do it by yourself. You're doing an event, you can't do it by yourself. That's something that you're always gonna need help with. So shout out to Jeff Spark for his participation. Coming from Massachusetts, even though that's my Queens brother. My brother BC coming from Queens for the second year in a row on the train. And then God works in mysterious ways. Because when you do good, you get good. My man Jeff Spark was able to drive BC back to Queens versus my brother having to get back on the train. Do you see how God works? We all are family in real life. We all are family in real life. We look out for each other. We all look out for each other. All of us. And that's how it goes. It's bigger than just being on YouTube. Behind the scenes, we all family. My man Thomas, who, even though he had to go, he popped up, he kicked it, he ate, we talked, and then he went on to be with his family. He went on to be with his family, which is a beautiful thing. My man Smoke came out. He came up. My man Smoke came and saw me early in the morning. Made sure I was in the park, dipped, went back and got his beautiful family, and came back. Second year in a row. You're gonna get ready to see me and Smoke TV. There's gonna be some things that's gonna be happening. So I want y'all to get prepared for that. Um, I can't announce anything, but me and my brother gonna sit down and talk. We're gonna see how, because being being on this YouTube, having merch and all that, and you're trying to you want to make money, but you want to make money doing something that you love. And we put a lot into this. We put just as much into it as a person who's getting paid to do it. We're just not gonna sit on our lives for 5, 6 hours talking about the same damn thing. But we're not willing to do that. Jeff Spark, man, my brother, man. Thank you so much, Jeff. I love you, brother. Thank you so much for yesterday, man. Thank you for last year too. But most importantly, thank you for this year. Thank you for this year, man. You were a major help. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you so much, brother. For real. Smash that like button, y'all. Get them likes up. I know there's 3 people watching. 5 likes. Come on now. It's too early for y'all to come in here on the Sunday peeking. I mean, coming to see what I'm talking about, coming to see if I was talking about the barbecue. If you wasn't there yesterday, you don't need to know it. So it is what it is. But yeah, so next year we're gonna just up it a little bit, man. We're gonna try to have some games. We wanna have some crowd participation. Next year we want to have it where everybody can have some boxing gloves and we can have some pads and we can, maybe box a little bit. Not box each other, but have some pads or something where, you know what I mean? We're gonna try to up it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? When I mean we're gonna try to up it, we're gonna try to up it a little bit. So and we're gonna try to make the place, like I said, a decent place. This week, if I have time, I don't know, because I'm gonna be busy. If I have time this week, I'm gonna be running around while the weather's still warm, and I got maybe about 2 parks, 2 places I'm gonna look at. And once I look at them places, then I'll see what it is. Well, one of the places I already know, but the other place I'm going to look at. I'm gonna see what I have to do to get the place. Is it a reserved spot or is it a first come first serve? If it is, then I know what I got to do. But for the last 3 years, like I said, we've done it where we've done it at. Yeah, but that's over with. So RIP to that. But we got a whole new fun place we're gonna be at, man. And I don't know the place yet, but I will be announcing it. So everybody, if you know, you know. You look in your DMs and I'll let y'all know. I won't announce it probably on here. I won't talk about it on my Instagram. I'm just gonna send it to everybody when it's time. Oh, another one of my brothers, man. I was just talking about you, BC. You're gonna live a long time. My brother BC, thank you for your participation, brother. Um, Thanks for even walking with me to the store and all that, man. You, Jeff, and Tay. Oh man, let me tell you something, man. Thomas, Smoke, I love all y'all, man. I love all y'all. And I didn't get to tell all y'all before you left. I mean, I said thanks for coming out, but I want to make an announcement about it. Like, thank y'all, appreciate y'all. I was supposed to make a whole big announcement about that, but my mind was so all over the place. I didn't get to do that. But thank y'all, man. I love y'all to death, and I'm telling y'all, I'm really gonna make it up to y'all next year. But Thomas said something that was very interesting yesterday that I've been said that let's make sure when we all get up, it's not just for a barbecue, it's not just for a meet and greet. We all are gonna have to get up on the regular. We all gonna have to get up on the regular and go out. Oh yeah, I tell O that I'm gonna see O at some point. I'm gonna see O this week. Because me and him are gonna talk and we're gonna put some things together for next year. So we're gonna put me and him talked yesterday. He came back to my house. You know, me, him, my wife, my girl Ed. We always talking. So we're gonna put some things together for next year. Yeah, she is. Tay is. Tay funny too, man. She funny as hell. But yeah, we had real conversations that we couldn't have had on. We had conversations yesterday we couldn't have on the live. No, let's just put it that way. You know, we got to bring up stuff that needed to be brought up. That you know what I mean. Um, and it is what it is. But yeah. Oh, we're gonna get together next year. We're gonna put in some pain. Yes, next year we're gonna do it right. Oh yeah, Jeff is my brother. I love that dude, man. You know, even though he's a Queens dude living in Massachusetts, for him to come all the way out from Massachusetts, man, I would have been like, look, Clarence, I came last year. I'm not coming again. And I couldn't even be mad at him. That's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah, I definitely enjoyed myself. And we're gonna up it up next year. We're gonna up it next year. This year was supposed to be the year to up it, but you know what? We'll save it. We're gonna definitely up it next year. The atmosphere is gonna be different. The area is gonna be different. I'm not gonna mention on here what area because I don't want people to have a clue. But if I talked to y'all about it yesterday, then you'll know. Oh yeah, Tiff is yeah, my baby's stupid. I'm gonna just tell you like that. That's how Tiff is. Tiff got a goofy side to her too. If people don't know, she got a real goofy side to her. She's always been like that. The whole time I've been with her, even before we got married, she always had that side to her. She was just a little goofy. But that's my baby, and I appreciate her. Even though the last 3 years I've gave her and my friend hell, I've gave them super hell. Um, Only because I want things to go right. I want things to happen at the right time. So, um, but that's why next year, not just next year, every other year after that, I want them to participate, but not to participate, which means the morning of the event, I don't want them working for anything. I want them resting. But when they get up, whatever they do bring with them, it's not nothing where it's a hassle. So we're gonna try to work on that. I'm gonna go get with Omar. We're gonna sit down, see if we can put a plan together to not make next year just an event, but make it magical. Um, and for the next, I mean, every year is something different. 2026, 2027, 2028. As long as I'm alive and I can keep going and doing it, I'm going to do it because, like I said, I won't be a content creator forever. You know, I'm not going to do this forever. No, I'm not going to be up here 10 years of doing this. I can't. You know, you'll still probably see me with a YouTube channel, but probably not doing this. Probably not. Maybe interviews. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Probably interviews, but I don't know, man. But yeah. So We're gonna come up with something next year, but y'all will look out for the next one. It'll be coming to your DM. Just be on the lookout for it. I'm not gonna come on here to announce when I'm putting it out. Um, I'm not going on Instagram to say when I'm putting it out. I'm just going to send them. We're doing things different. We're moving in silence. That's what we're gonna do. Because when I send them, for the people who don't know, you just don't know. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna move in silence. We're gonna send them. So um, as soon as I figure things out, we're gonna go from there. But thank you to everybody yesterday who came out. Like I said, my man Rod Millie and his girl today is going down. Anybody who don't have nothing to do today, is well, this is the last week for Harlem Week. Today's the last day, I believe, for Harlem Week, and it's going down today, 3 p.m. Some of the best amateurs in the city are going to be performing today in Harlem on 125th, Malcolm X Boulevard, Harlem House of Champions. Shout out to my brother Ronnie Love, Rod Millie, Mom Dukes. It's going down today. I'll be up there today helping to put the show together. So if you guys have nothing to do, you want to see some boxing, and we ain't talking about pros, we talking about future stars. Be up there today in Harlem, man. And if you don't come, I understand. It's Sunday. Usually Sunday or it's a resting day for people. If it wasn't no boxing today, believe me, I would be stepping out the house. But this will be the second time my man Rod Millie is doing Rod Millie. This will be the second time my man Ronnie Love is doing it. If y'all remember, I caught a couple clips of it last year when he did it. Um, I can't go live due to how my phone is set up. So unless I get some type of service over there, which I doubt it. So I will be recording and you're gonna see it up here. I told you I'm back outside. This is my first amateur show since April. I'm back outside. I'm back outside, y'all. I'm about to take things a little more serious. I'm about to be a little more different. And I'm gonna just pay attention to a lot of things and a lot of people that I need to pay attention to, that pay attention to me. So that's what we're gonna do. So going down today, Harlem House of Champions, 3 p.m. Of course, I'm gonna try to get me some interviews with some of the fighters. Not just go up there, record the show, talk to some fighters. I'm gonna take my banner. You see my banner? I had my banner yesterday in the park with me. I didn't put it back up because I'm gonna take my banner with me today, and I'm gonna get serious. I'm gonna get real serious. We gonna work. It's time for me to really do something uh, with no Doug Zone. Not to say I haven't been doing it, but I gotta step it up. Gotta step it all the way up. I feel like time is ticking, so that's what I'm going to do. And for the rest of this week, now I don't know as far as morning chop ups this week, um, because I know last week I said that, and I think I ended up doing it, because whatever I was trying to do got held up. But I know some running around I have to do because I do have to get prepared for not only the end of this year, I have to get prepared for next year. And you can't wait to the end of the year or wait till next year to get prepared for next year. So if I'm trying to do anything amazing and super for the fourth annual barbecue, it starts now. Not now, but it starts right now. So from tomorrow till next year, I'm going to be busy and I can't let anything slow me down or anything interfere. And of course, the devil's always going to try to stop you because he doesn't want you on that right path. He doesn't want to see you happy and he doesn't want to see you throw a barbecue and have 20 or 30 of your friends come through. He doesn't want that. but I don't give a damn what he wants. Um, so we got work to do. But this week, far as chop ups, I can't guarantee y'all nothing. I'll try to do my best, but I know far as the afternoon, yeah, probably. We'll probably have some boxing talks. There's a few things that's interesting that I just heard that I read yesterday. So things got a little interesting. There's one fight that I do want to talk about that was brought up, and I know everybody else is going to talk about it, but I'm going to go ahead and bring it up anyway, just because I think it's something to talk about. But you know me, I don't say what everybody else say, so I'm just going to give my thoughts, my opinions on how I feel about it. So that'll probably be all this afternoon. It might be one day I might do a morning chop up. It might be a Friday or something. It all depends because I got to get busy. I'm behind on schedule. I'm super behind on schedule on getting my life together. Just me, not just my podcast, but me as a man. I'm so behind on schedule that it's not even funny. Like if I could take myself to court, I probably would and sue myself for a lot of shit because I am behind on schedule. So I have to catch up. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make it best because you guys are always coming out supporting. And I feel like I have to do more than just put burgers and franks and have food. All that is cool, but I really got to up it and make it something magical and memorable. And every year, keep y'all coming back. And next year, like I said, is going to be an interesting year anyway, rather if it's in June or August. It's going to be an interesting year. Josh Sanders, my brother. Josh Sanders is a guy that I'm hoping and looking to see for next year. I'm hoping I see my brother Josh Sanders next year. You know what I'm saying? Hoping to look to see BVO next year. My brother Drew Titan, 78. A couple of brothers and sisters I would love to see. Miss Fields, Shabar. You know what I mean? I'm hoping to see a lot of my peoples next year, man. We're gonna get it going. Let's just say the people who are supposed to be there or the people who's supposed to be there, and that's all we're gonna be concerned about. We're not going to overwhelm ourselves with concerns. When you try to overwhelm yourself with concerns because you're worrying about too much or you're doing too much, it'll drive you crazy. So sometimes you got to learn how to just relax and don't worry about so much. Don't start doing so much. Just sit and relax. And that's just some of the things that's some of the things we got to learn how to do. Um, because it's necessary. It's necessary to do. Yeah, Josh, we're gonna try to get Josh up here next year, man. Josh got to come up here next year. I got Josh. You know what, Josh? I think I still, Josh, you know what? I still got your number. I think I looked at my phone and still got your number, so I'm gonna call you. If your number didn't change, I still got your number, Josh. I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna start calling a lot of y'all three-way. That's what I'm gonna start doing. Calling y'all three-way, man. We all gonna start having some conversations. Yeah, Smoke is my dude. Yeah, that's the goal we pushing for. We're gonna push for it. Josh, when it does happen, you let me know what your schedule looks like or what you got going on, what you think you might have going on. And then when it's time for me to send stuff out, I'll send it out to you in Messenger on your phone, regular Messenger on your phone. But I'm going to do it early, so be on the lookout. I know you do, brother. And BC will tell you, you come up here with us, ain't no misconceptions, there's no judging, there's no sneak dissing, there's no talking about nobody at the cookout. I mean, we talk, but we talk in a funny way. There's no anybody making anybody feel uncomfortable because we're not having that. That's why you have to have an invite to be there. That's why you have to have an invite. If you can't have an invite, I think people get-togethers will be more better if they have invites. Or sometimes they just invite the wrong people. You can't invite somebody because you know them. You can't just do that. You know what I'm saying? You can't just, you know what I mean? This is why people cookouts and baby showers or whatever go left. You see people fighting and all that. I've done mine 3 years and it has not been one altercation. Now, can you imagine if I opened up the doors and said, everybody come out? You don't have to have an invite. If you want to have fun with me, everybody come out. You know the chaos that would erupt if I did that? All hell would break loose. I got 9 minutes, y'all. I'm going to get off at 9 o'clock. All hell would break loose. I couldn't do that. What made me start thinking about an invite was thinking about certain people that don't belong there. Because everybody wants to come and then they get an attitude. Man, I ain't get an invite. Well, that's because you ain't supposed to be there. I'm not going to invite you. Hold on, I can't see. That's the big blessing because it's where we all get together. No, exactly. It ain't gonna be no mess, Josh. I ain't having that shit. People know that. That's why I don't have none of my family. You guys are the family. I don't have none of my immediate family. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I couldn't tell nobody like my cousins or certain people you can't because certain people don't mix with people. What happens when you put milk? What happens when you put milk and vinegar together? What do you think happens? Ugh, it's a bad mixture. So when I decided to start, you have to have an invite. When I first started that, I was like, I think that's a great idea. And unless I do something that's real major, like a back to school, I can't say you have to have an invite for a back to school. No, for an invite, I can't tell you that you have to have a back to school because it's a back to school. But when it's a regular barbecue, yeah, gotta have an invite. And that's the way it's always gonna be as long as I'm doing barbecues. Uh, that's the way it'll be. That's how I protect my peace and my space. That's how I protect your peace and your space because I'm more concerned too also about your peace and your safety. So I'm not always just thinking about me. I'm thinking about y'all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. So when you do exactly, so when you doing the back to school, you can't be like, yo, it's a private back to school event. Who the hell says a private back to school event? I ain't never heard of that. Yeah, when it says back to school, you can't say, well, I'm only gonna, if you don't get an invite, you can't come to the back to school. Your kid can't come because I didn't give you an invite. That sounds crazy. You can't do that. It's back to school, stupid. I'm just saying, I ain't said anybody did it, but if I ever hear something like that, I'm gonna say, I don't know what world you from, dummy. It's back to school. But when you're doing a regular barbecue, yeah, yeah, gotta have an invite, player. You might just happen to be in the same park as me as I'm doing it, but that don't mean you could be involved. Because I could easily tell you, yeah, well, that's cool. You're not getting no food from over here, player. I need you to can't stay over here in this circle. There wasn't no invite. Go over there. Because once you come over here, then your people think they can come over here, and it's not that kind of party. Go that way. We don't want none of that ratchet ghetto. And you can't control your henny, and now you want to think you're gonna act crazy. A lot of my people that come to my gatherings, they drink, they smoke, but they maintain, and that's okay. Everybody's grown. Nobody's getting drunk and doing backflips and standing on top of the table or taking their shirt off, and nobody's doing that. We want these kids in school instead of jumping off the porch and ain't nothing. Exactly. So when we do these type of events, even my third annual barbecue, it's for the kids. It's not just for the adults. It's for the kids too. And we're gonna get more kids involved. We want more kids involved. Um, we want kids to come out and enjoy themselves. So we want to give kids activities. Maybe kids get their face painted. Little kids get their face painted or something. We're gonna come up with something next year where it's just not just sitting around eating. We're gonna try to we're gonna try to up it as much as we can, but it takes participation. Exactly, Jeff. So as y'all see, for the last 3 years, it's been amazing, and we're just gonna do what we got to do next year. And I'll be announcing. We must stop shootings here first week of school. What? 3 bus shootings, John? Jesus freaking Christ! Nobody was killed, were they? No kids were harmed, were they? Jesus, come on, man. I think I'm gonna do a live on that too. I'm gonna do a live on that about the safety in the school. So I want y'all to be on the lookout because I don't care if you go back to school in August or September. It always seems to get dangerous. I'm gonna do like a back to school live. So I want y'all to be here when I do that. Um, I'm probably gonna be doing that soon. Hell, I might do it this week. I don't know. I don't know. I might do that this week. As now, as adults, we can't act like these youngins when it comes to. No, we can't. We can't. We can't. I don't play all that. I don't play all that, Josh. I'm not even. Mm-mm. You have 2 deaths, a mother 36 and a 6-year-old. Jesus Christ, man. God rest their soul. God rest their soul. Jesus Christ, man. Damn. Oh, damn. I tell you, sometimes America makes me sick. I hate to say it. As a man who was born and raised here, sometimes America makes me sick. Makes me sick sometimes. It really does to my goddamn stomach. Yeah, well, that person will get identified eventually. Usually, if they catch the kid's face or the person's face, and once they put it on the news, you either got a cop or you got an anonymous caller. Yeah, I know him. I know him. John, there was one first day, little 15-year-old clapped up while bus stop. There were like 100 different young gangs. And yeah, man, we need to talk about the safety of these schools, and they're gonna have to start upping security. Oh, you in there too, John? Oh, shit! But y'all in the same place, aren't y'all? Y'all in the same place, Josh, aren't y'all? Yeah, we need to start talking about the safety of these schools. They're gonna have to start upping security. They got to start upping security. I'm telling you, and they're gonna have to start really like buckling down on these kids. I don't care if they gang members or if they just regular kids, which is no such thing sometimes a regular. Um, yeah, they gotta be. Yeah, but I'm gonna do a special on it about this. Back to school safety or just the safety of these schools. I'm gonna do that. That's probably gonna be one of my morning chop ups. Um, I'm gonna see when I can get that going. I don't know when I'm gonna do it. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, y'all gave me something to talk about. That'll be one of my morning chop up topics. Um, the safety of these schools because it's something real, and it's always going down out here. So we gotta just be aware of that. But rest in peace, though, to the victims and all the victims that's been passed, man. And oh, scary, man. I tell you, I strongly dislike America. I really do. It's not a New York thing. It's not a Kentucky thing. It's everywhere, man. I strongly just, it's scary. But what we have to do is pray. We just got to pray on it. But there's definitely a topic I'm going to have. So be on the lookout. It's going to be one of my morning chop ups. Look, man, I got to go, y'all. It's Sunday. I got to be somewhere. Like I said, I got a boxing show I have to be at in 2 hours. I want to spend some time with my wife before I go. These youngers are killing everyone. Games. Yeah, I know they don't, but we gonna get on the topic of that. That's gonna be one of my morning chop ups. What I want to say is, yeah, it is, BC. Thank all of y'all yesterday. Thank every single last one of y'all. I love y'all, and Josh and a lot of y'all. I'm looking forward to seeing y'all next year. I wish my school. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, in my school, I wish they would have took it a little serious too because we started doing all kinds of shit, but we never killed nobody in our school. But you know, it is what it is. But listen, I gotta go, y'all. I love y'all. I won't be back today. I'm not gonna even act like I am. I'm not gonna even act like I am because I'm gonna need to get me some rest. I've had a long, 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 long week. Yeah, people don't realize how bad it is. They think it's sweet. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all once again, man. Be on the lookout when I do send for next year's event. Everybody be blessed out there. Enjoy y'all the rest of y'all Sunday. Smash that like button. Yeah, I know what it is. It's the No Doug Zone podcast. Let's go.